Hello, this is Mrs. Loeffler, and I wanted to put together some information to share with you and your student as they wrap up their junior year and they prepare for senior year and beyond. So, some topics that we are going to discuss are plans after high school, researching colleges and careers, financial aid and scholarships, and then finally a look ahead to senior year. So after high school, many of the students may not know what they want to do, but there are really four main categories of things that students can do. So they can either go to college, this can be a 4 year or a 2 year college. Um, they can go into the military, any one of the branches. Some may choose to just go to work, and then some may choose to go to a technical school. So if your student is still kind of struggling on what they want to do for a career, here are some tips that you can share with them, and some questions that they can ask themselves, and hopefully they can narrow down what they want to do. And sometimes it's what you want to do, and sometimes it's what you're not interested in doing. So if a student knows they hate blood or something like that, then obviously anything in the medical field is probably not going to be for them. So we have put together some career websites. All of these websites are good interest inventory. So you can go to the website, it'll ask them questions, and at the end, it will give them some possible careers or some things to look into. So it's a good kind of starting place that they can look at to see what they might be interested in and what that interest survey suggests for them to do. So if you are deciding that college is the route that they want to take, so you need to start doing your research. And a lot of this kind of narrows it down. Do you want to stay in the state of Texas? Do you want to go to an outside college out of the state of Texas? Look and see when campus tour dates are. We encourage students to go and visit the colleges just to get a feel for the campus and their organizations and things like that. Look at what kind of degrees and programs they offer, because you may love a certain college, but if they don't have the particular program of study that you want, then that's not the right college for you. And usually on the websites of these colleges, they have like what their requirements are for the application and for admissions, what kind of clubs and organizations that they have, any kind of financial aid and scholarship information, and so on. So, and housing is important. And are they going to live on campus? Are they going to live um, out off campus? Excuse me. So college information websites that can be helpful are listed here. One of the ones that they probably already have an account with is the applytexas.org. If they have taken dual credit classes through Brazosport College, that's one that they are very familiar with. So this is also a way to look at colleges without having to physically go to the campus and take a look, but you can get a lot of good information on those websites. So financial aid and scholarships. So financial aid is all financial assistance given to students to attend college is considered financial aid. Now this can be in a variety of different ways. Scholarships is money that's given to students and they don't have to pay back. Grants is also money that typically they don't have to be paid back. And student loans are money that the students will have to pay back once they have finished their graduation requirements and have graduated. A lot of scholarships can be given locally here. Some scholarships are given by colleges. So when they complete their application, that's usually part of the application process. And so that way they can, the colleges will send out, any money that can be offered to the student just in a general scholarship. Sometimes it's through whatever college that they're under. So like if they're in business or something like that, the business college can scholarships. Please be careful though, as you're researching scholarships and things like that, that you're not ever going to have to pay an application fee for a scholarship application. So just be on guard for any kind of scams that might be out there. Here are some websites, financial aid and scholarship websites that you can go to. We also have listed on our high school website under the Counselor's Corner, there is a link to scholarships. Ms. Stroud, our librarian, has done a fantastic job of gathering scholarships and has them all listed and when the due date is. So even though a lot of scholarships are for seniors in their senior year, there are a few out there that juniors can apply for. So it's a good idea to go ahead and get familiar with that link on the Sweeney High School website. So again, with college, they do sometimes require some entrance exams and things like that. So four-year colleges, you will need to either have SAT or ACT. We have given that SAT test here on campus during the school day. The ones that they just took not that long ago, the scores will be coming out very soon, sometime this week. So be watching for that. If your student wants to take the SAT again to maybe improve their score in a certain area, you can go to College Board and you can find where tests are given on a Saturday. So sometimes it's even at local high schools like Columbia High School, Bay City, things like that. Two-year colleges and technical schools, most won't require the SAT or ACT, but you just need to verify that with Mr. Smother, with the website. The TSI is the Texas Success Initiative. That test is designed to find out if your student is college ready. And a lot of colleges, 4-year or 2-year, will require that. So there are two different tests. There's the reading and writing TSI, and then there's the math TSI. So those, we administer those about once a week. Mr. Smothers is doing that. So if your student is interested in signing up for the TSI, if they haven't already taken that with dual credit, then he is located in the library. And then if your student is interested in enlisting with the Armed Service, they will need to take the ASVAB test. We did give the ASVAB this past fall for all juniors, actually this spring, excuse me. And so those test scores can be available to your student, but they need to talk to a recruiter. Sometimes recruiters can meet them here at school if you give them permission to, and the students can talk to them and find out what that service branch can offer them. And a lot of times with military, then you serve, they do training within the time that you do service, but then they also can give you money for college after. And then a lot of times through the Hazelwood Act, and they can give money to your child's child whenever they get ready to go to college. So there are a lot of benefits to going into the military if that's what your child decides to do. So what are some things that you can do this summer as you work up to the senior year? Start working on the resume. It should include any kinds of awards, recognitions, work experience, volunteer experience, any clubs or organizations, certifications that your child might have. And then go ahead and you can start this too before summer, is get with a trusted teacher, coach, counselor. I've written lots of letters of recommendation, but providing that resume to a teacher or a coach will help them write your letter of recommendation. And then the letters of recommendation you can use for college applications, and especially they usually have them with need them for scholarships and things like that. So, a look ahead in August and September, continue to research any financial aid options, looking for scholarships and things like that. Make sure you have all of the required applications for admissions and financial aid. Send your high school transcript to the college that you're applying to. You can do that through our counseling office. Just come by and just request that a transcript be sent. Check for deadlines and admission and for financial aid. Maybe retake the SAT or ACT, obtain your letters for recommendation. And then if you're interested in the military, begin speaking with the recruiter and taking the ASVAB. In October, a lot of times the early decision applications will be made from colleges. Applications typically open August 1st, and so by October you're finding out if you've been accepted or not. And so just sending that important information. And then the FAFSA should open up again in October. This year they revamped it, and so the FAFSA application wasn't open until end of December. And so, but I think it's supposed to go back and be available October 1st. In November, just continuing to look for scholarships and financial aid, working on the local scholarship application. The local scholarship application is very important because local businesses and companies want to give money to Sweeny High School students. And so you're not having to compete with students across the country. It's just local, and they do want to support and help our students. In December and January, you need to start making final decisions about where you might want to attend in the fall, apply for housing if needed. In February, continue to look for scholarships. As you can tell, that is an ongoing thing. It is work, but if you can, every little money amount can help along the way. An exciting thing that's also available is BCPC. It stands for Brazoria County Petrochemical Council. And we recently had 8 students that applied and were accepted, and they are starting jobs in local industries. And these students are leaving high school, starting to make anywhere from $16 to $22 an hour in that business, with an opportunity to move up in the business. So that application will be opened up in February. So if that is your student and they want to just jump in and find a job in the industry, that will be a great opportunity for them. In March, April, and May, again, scholarships. Now, if your student is just wanting to go straight to the workforce and maybe they don't want to go into an industry, begin researching and applying for other jobs. And think about companies like Chick-fil-A, Walmart, Buc-ee's. A lot of those start off not only paying really well, but they also offer ways to move up and where you can get training and things like that. And so you can build a career by working at one of those companies. So just something to consider. In June, after they graduate, your child will need to have their official high school transcript sent to the college that they want. If they took dual credit classes, they're going to need to get their official transcript from Brazosport College sent to the college that they are attending, and then plan to attend any kind of orientation sessions in college. So thank you for viewing this. I hope that it gave you a lot of good information. I know that it was long, but just trying to give y'all an overview of what is ahead and how we can best help your student and you with their plans for after high school. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me, call me. I'll be glad to help you any way that I can. And thank you again for viewing.